Hi there! Welcome back to the class E-Learning, the development of diagnostic skills of soil limitation for sustainable agriculture. We are now in chapter 7 out here in the field of corn. We are now at the National Corn and Sorghum Research Center, and it's really famous, known as Suwan Farm. We're out here for you guys to apply your skills that you have learned so far from the previous chapter. And we have tools and test kits ready for you guys to take a look first, and then we do a little plan before start checking the soil quality and eventually soil limitation. If you guys ready, come closer, follow my lead. Remember, this course is for the absolute beginners. So even the tools and the test kits supposed to be easy for you guys to follow. Like here we have a knife. This is really old one you can find for yourself. And shovel, we have the little one and the big one, just in case that you have to dig deeper in the soil. And a tape measure is really important. Of course, we have two test kits over here. One is for soil pH, and we have another test kit which is just for checking soil organic matter. If you guys ready, let's go check the soil. You know what? I'm not gonna do this by myself. It's going to be really fun activity. So I asked my friend to join me to check the soil quality. Come on, friends. Let's pack it up. We all have tools. All right, let's go into the cornfield and check the soil quality together. Alright guys, before we start doing anything, I'd just like to introduce a couple more stuff that we need to have, because previously we just showed you guys with the main tools that we're supposed to have, right? But this one is really important. This is a plastic sheet. You totally need it because you're gonna put soil sample on the top of it. So I will get this one ready. Once we dig out the soil sample, and we're gonna put the soil sample over here. And of course we need a container, because those three aspects, like I said before, we have biological, chemical and physical quality, right? And one of them is to count the earthworm. So we totally need a container for that, all right? And the most important one is you gotta record your own data, right? So you're supposed to have some stuff like this to get all the data you have. And this is a spot where we like to take the soil sample. So we have corn standing up right here. So we're going to pick somewhere over here. Let's say that theoretically, you totally need like 20 by 20 centimeter cubic square here. Just a unit volume of soil sample that you wanna count for the earthworm. After we dig out the soil sample, we put the soil sample over here in the container and we set it. And later on we will count the earthworm. And some of the soil sample we're going to use for checking organic matter with this test kit and pH. After we get the soil sample out over here, we keep digging the soil, go deeper to see if we have any sign of the restriction based on the soil layer that probably related to the root function. So if you guys ready, we're going to start right now. So here is 20 by 20. I have friends over here, so I don't have to dig the soil by myself. So would you please take the soil here? Yeah, so somewhere there is 20 by 20. Here you gotta be careful because we really close to the root system of the corn. And we probably end up with cut the earthworm in half, so you have to be careful with that. We're getting close that we need maybe like 10 centimeter more. And now we right at the, let me see it, it's 15 centimeter, not yet. Okay, we need like 10 centimeter more. Remember, we make a plan that we're going to measure all those three aspects at the same time, so that way you're gonna use your time wisely. And right now we're doing the physical quality together with biological, and we get the soil ready for the chemical later on. Okay, right now it's probably enough for 20 by 20. So this is how it looks. till now, we didn't see any layers that related to the root restriction. So we're gonna keep digging the soil further, at least maybe 50 centimeter. It's really good for corn right now because the corn root system is somewhere between 15 to 20 centimeter. We are planning to use this information for some other crops as well. So that's why we keep digging the soil sample a little bit deeper. Okay, see that? The shovel can go into the soil deeper easily. So we don't see any physical limitation at all for this soil type. And if you remember, previously we talked about soil color. Like in this case, the soil is really, you can see the dark red of the soil sample that's showing the really oxidation. So that means the soil itself gets oxygen enough throughout the years. You can check the porosity at the same time because porosity is one of the physical quality that we like to check by eyes as well. Based on whatever you have learned from the previous chapter, I can show you this. Here, I got it from the topsoil, this spot, right? For porosity, it's high porosity in this case. Okay, we already done with the physical quality. And of course, the potential root depth over here is pretty deep. So that means the physical limitation is really low in this case. Okay, so we stop that for now. Now let me move into the two other aspects. Now it's the time for soil chemical quality check, and we start with the soil pH. And this is the test kit. So I bring out the equipment in here. First of all, we have mixed indicator solution, a white powder. We totally need it because the soil had its own color. So to get rid of those soil color background, we can use this one. And then we have a pH reading chart, different color, indicating different soil pH. A test plate. In order to use this one, you can use it to check the soil pH from the top of the soil surface and then the subsoil. So you can put them in the sequence like that. Spatula. So here I have assistant. It will help me out over here. I'll put it over here. And then we get the soil sample into the hole. We need just a couple drop of this solution. Just a couple drop. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay. And then we can use the spatula to stir the soil sample, mix well with the solution. For pH checking, it's really quick and really easy. So you all can do by yourself. Okay guys, after the soil mixed well with the solution, now we like to read the soil pH. Sprinkle the powder there and then check the color. That's obviously the soil pH of this side is 7.5. All right, we're going to record that. Next is soil organic matter testing, and we have a test kit for that. Now you gotta be careful to use this test kit because it's involved with the acidic solution. Okay, you have to follow the method carefully, and let me show you here like what we have inside of the test kit. First of all, we have to bring a plate test over here. We're gonna use that sometime later. This method, just so you know that you have to prepare the soil sample first, and the soil out here in the field is not ready to use for this test kit. We have to let the soil dry up, in the shade. Okay, but let's say that we already have that soil that's pretty dry over here. So I showed the sample over here. This is the dry soil sample. This one is the one that we already get it from the soil profile, just like a minute ago. Now we have the soil ready. We're going to sieve the soil, and let me show you guys to get the right soil particle size that fit in the method. We have to use the sieve here. That's probably enough. Okay, that's a dry soil sample. Then I have spoon over here. just make sure that you have a full of your soy sample filled in this spoon. And then I'll put the soy sample into the reacting bottle here. Next, the reaction solution number 1, number 2, and this one is number 3. It will go in this sequence. So the first one, 5 milliliter, and that is 5. Now I'm going to put the solution into this, but this reaction is quite hot, so you don't want to touch the reacting bottle. So I'll put over here. Okay, now you have to mix a little bit by just stir your bottle slowly to get all your soy sample mixed well with the solution. And next, the solution number 2. And this one is a strong acidic solution, so you gotta be careful with this one. After number 2 solution mixed with this solution, it will get some sort of gassy a little bit here. So make sure that you kind of stay away a little bit just to save yourself. See? I put a little bit more slowly. Okay, that's it. We're going to slowly turn the bottle a little bit here. Just make sure that all mix together. Now here you have to let it sit for 15 minutes. Alright guys, after 15-minute breaks, now we're gonna put water into the mixed solution. We need like 10 milliliter. That we just added 10 milliliter of this distilled water. Okay, you mix the solution together again and let it set for 30 minutes. Okay, after we let the sample sit for 30 minutes, now is the time to check the soil organic matter. We have the reading chart over here in my hand, so I'm going to use the dropper to take just the top of the solution, and then I'll put into this hole. That's probably enough, and then we read. You can see that the soil organic matter for this side is really low, okay? This is the time for the last soil biological quality check. And remember, we have the soil volume unit here that you get it from this area, which is just like 20 by 20 and 20 in soil depth. So this is the whole soil sample we have. This one is really easy to check and really fun actually. You just go for searching the earthworm numbers, that's it. Okay, I'll start pouring the soil over here. Jack, are you ready? Now go search for the earthworm. Just so you know, if you find the earthworm less than 15, then your biological quality is low. For this soil sample, we got it only 2 earthworms, so the biological quality in this side is low. Guys, we are now done with this chapter. Make sure that you get all the data recorded because that is really important for you guys for the next chapter, that we have to use that information to get a guideline on how to manage those limitations. Until we see each other again, now, bye-bye.